The smirk. That was the part that burned. Not the words, but the way she rolled them on her tongue like candy. Sweet to her, bitter to me. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. Her boss's smile flickered toward me, then back to her. And his next words cut sharper than anything I could have said. "If anyone's losing their job today," he said, loud enough for the nearby tables to pause, "it's you." The champagne in her hand trembled. Mine didn't. Before the betrayal, there was a time I trusted her. My little sister with her messy braids, trailing behind me on the walk to school. She clung to my hand, terrified of traffic. I remember telling her, "I'll always keep you safe." And I meant it. I carried that promise into adulthood. Covered for her when she missed rent. Edited her resumes. Paid her bills. Protected her secrets. She returned the favor with knives. The first cut. It started subtle. A hesitation in her smile. Questions that sounded like compliments but stung like barbs. "You're still home a lot, huh? Don't you ever get bored with just him?" I brushed them off. Sisters tease, I told myself. She's stressed, overworked. But then I saw the messages. Not hers, his, my husband's. The phone left out on the counter, screen glowing with words no wife should read. Words meant for her, my sister. That night I didn't cry. I stared at their betrayal until the letters blurred. My chest hollowed, but my mind sharpened. I didn't confront him. I didn't scream at her. Emotion is fuel for them. I would not feed them. The shift. The morning after, I slipped my wedding band into a drawer and studied my reflection in the mirror. Not the unemployed wife. Not the discarded sister. Something colder. Something patient. If they thought I was powerless, I would let them believe it. For a while. I began with silence, withdrawing, calculating. People reveal more when you say nothing. He thought my distance meant weakness. She thought my quiet meant surrender. Both were wrong. The plan. I documented everything. Every message, every transaction. I tracked the late-night visits, the hotel receipts tucked into his jacket, the unexplained work trips she bragged about with too much detail. I fed all of it into a neat little folder, locked and waiting. Then I studied her. My sister, the golden employee, the one who rose fast in her company because she charmed everyone. Except charm cracks under pressure. I watched her overspend. I noted her workplace gossip. I connected the name she dropped at family dinners to the colleagues she badmouthed in private. When I was ready, I reached out to the one man who mattered, her boss. A quiet message, a discreet coffee meeting, nothing dramatic, just facts. My folder in his hands, his silence growing heavier as he flipped each page. He didn't look at me when he closed it. He just nodded once. That was enough. The wedding. Her wedding day. She wanted a spectacle, and she got one. White orchids dripping from the chandeliers. A photographer circling like a vulture. Every smile rehearsed. Every laugh polished. I stood by, invisible. She avoided my eyes, but not my presence. She couldn't resist pulling me into her stage. That's when she said it, hand on my arm, her voice carrying across the satin-draped tablecloths. The unemployed wife who can't keep up. Her boss looked at me first, not pitying, assessing. Then he turned to her. "If anyone's losing their job today, it's you." The words rippled through the room. Glasses clinked, forks paused mid-air. She froze, color draining from her cheeks, eyes darting to him, then me. I held her gaze, calm, silent, unblinking. She knew. The fall. He fired her the next morning. I didn't need to gloat. Word spread through her office like fire through dry grass. She lost the promotion she'd boasted about, the friends who fed on her charm, the image she'd polished for years. My husband didn't last much longer. He walked into a divorce attorney's office to find my folder waiting on the desk, evidence neatly lined up. His jaw tightened, his voice stumbled, but there was nothing left to fight. By the time the papers were signed, I had the house, the accounts, and my freedom. He had his shame. The payoff. People ask if I regret it, if it was worth the cold calculation, the silence, the waiting. I don't regret a second. Revenge is not rage. Rage burns fast, leaves you hollow. Revenge is patience, precision. It's letting them think they're winning until the ground crumbles beneath them. At her wedding, when her boss cut her down with a single sentence, I didn't feel joy, not even triumph. What I felt was balance, the scales tipping back where they belonged. She smirked when she introduced me that night. She hasn't smirked since. And me? I walk lighter. Not because I destroyed them, but because I finally stopped carrying them. Final reflection. I once promised to keep her safe. She mistook them.